In my Hyper-V Manager, to create a new virtual machine, I'm going to go to New under Actions, and the very first option is for a virtual machine. This, before you begin, I'll just click Next. Now it will ask me to name the virtual machine. I will name mine RTS-DC1, and we'll just hit Next for that. The generation 1 or 2, I will choose generation 2. Generation 1 is for older operating systems and 32-bit operating systems, but our Server 2019 64-bit will run as a generation 2. Assign memory, I'm going to assign 4096 megabytes, which is 4 gigs of memory, just to make sure this runs pretty efficiently. I'll click Next for that. On the connected to, I'm going to leave that not connected right now. For the virtual hard disk, it will automatically create a virtual hard disk. We will leave all that exactly the way it is and just choose Next. For the installation option, I intend to use the ISO file that we downloaded. So I will just browse for that ISO file. And next, that's a summary of everything we just defined. I will click Finish, and our virtual machine has been created. So now I have my RTS DC1 virtual machine. You can right-click and connect, or simply double-click, and it will open up the virtual machine. In this window here, we already have the ISO file attached, so I will just click Start. That succeeded, and I'll just press a key. Now, that briefly said, press any key to boot from CD, DVD. You do not have a very long window to actually press. So if it passes that window before you click in your virtual machine and hit a key, these 3 keys here are the Control-Alt-Delete keys. Hit those, and it will just reboot the virtual machine, and you can click it next time. On this window setup, my language, time, currency, keyboard layout, that's all English US, which is the edition of the operating system I downloaded. So I will choose Next. I will click Install Now. And I'm just going to drag this up a bit so it's a little easier to see. I am installing Windows Server 2019 Data Center Evaluation Desktop Experience, the last one in the list. Make sure that is selected, and we'll click Next. Accept the license agreement. I am doing a clean install, so we'll choose Custom, Install Windows Only. And I will click Next. This will take several minutes to run from this point. Once it has finished installing features, updates, once all that is completed, the virtual machine will reboot, and then it will ask me to set the administrator password. And after that, the installation is complete. Now that the virtual machine has rebooted, it will ask me to set the administrator password. So I'll enter that and click Finish, and the installation is complete. I'm just going to slide this over to full screen here and connect. Now we have our Windows Server 2019 virtual machine ready to be configured.